Hey guys, it's Run for Make It by Ren, and if you want to see my MAC haul along with my details on the MAC Pro class on the no makeup look, stay tuned for more. Hey y'all, so I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a MAC haul as well as telling you about the recent MAC Pro class that I took, which I'm not sure about the actual name, but it's pretty much, it was a class on getting the no makeup look, which is pretty much making you look like you're perfect, like you were born perfect, but you don't want to seem like you have makeup on. This is the kind of the makeup that you see like in Lotion magazine ads and commercials or skincare ads, where it looks like the person just really has really great skin and like their features are enhanced, but you can't see makeup. So it's really helpful for those of us who do makeup for like photography or HD, so that way you can kind of get that really clean look and know how to make it work and be undetectable, which is actually, it does require a lot of technique. And it does require products. Like people don't wake up looking like that mostly. So I'm going to tell you about the class. It was here at the MAC Perimeter freestanding store. It's not a pro store. There's none in Atlanta, but they do have the Atlanta freestanding store is on the rotation for the MAC Pro class. So they have one in the spring and one in the fall. So I went ahead and went, and I just think it's a really good idea for your makeup artist to attend any kind of education that you get. Here in Atlanta, we don't have that many makeup things going on, not like Cali or New York, so I really jumped on the opportunity to continue to hone my craft and all that. So it was really cool because Fatima Thomas, who's the regional director for MAC, or the training director, she came and she had a girl, model, and she was Asian, really fair, yellow undertones, and then she had a male model who was African American, and he was more on the tan to caramel kind of side. So it was really cool because we got to see, not only did we see a male and a female, but we also saw different races, so that was pretty cool. So I'm going to pretty much just get into the haul, and I'm going to share some tidbits that I learned along the way. She recommended a whole bunch of products, but I already had a lot of them, and then some of them I didn't get because I just didn't feel like I needed them, but I'll show you what I did pick. So the first step to a clean, a good no makeup look is a really good base, which is your skincare, not like base like foundation, but basically you want to have really nice clean skin, really moisturized skin. And she talked about how she really believes in using an exfoliator when you can on a client. Like if you have a sink, you know, do that. If not, like she just really believes in trying to exfoliate. She recommended the microfine refinisher, which I do have and I've used, but I just didn't feel like getting that because I don't really have a chances to exfoliate my clients a lot. This is more for like TV, I think, or where you have sinks. So after that, really she was talking about moisturizer a lot. You really need to have moisturized skin because it plumps up your skin so you don't look tired. So just moisturizer alone could just make you look a lot better. So she recommended this one, which was really cool. I have never used it. It's the MAC Lightful Active Softening Lotion. And it's a really light, watery lotion, which is great because it doesn't look heavy on the skin. And if you do males, like male clients who don't like that heavy look, by the way, this is the bottle, who don't like that heavy, like greasy feel, this dries down really nicely, and it's really moisturizing. So what you could do is, since it's a huge bottle, is totally split it in half and get a smaller container. But see how the consistency is like water? Like, it's really like water. So it's really light, but it's very moisturizing. So great for clients who, like I said, like guys, or clients who do need that extra boost of moisture. Because after she exfoliated, she just like went out on the face with like a lot Fix Plus to like kind of calm down any irritation and all the other stuff, and then she went with the moisturizer. So she recommended this. She also recommended Studio Moisture Cream for like a more intense glow. She recommended the Mineralize Lotion, but I just got that one. From there you go to foundations, and of course she recommended the MAC Face and Body, which It's kind of like their HD version of foundation. And she recommended C1, C3, C13, C5, and like C9 or something, and 1 and 5 and 7, something like that, like both 3 from each, the cool and the warm toned, which I actually have a bunch of them from the last MAC Pro class I went to. So like here's some of them right here. Like they come in a huge bottle, and what I do is, see how there's like a little line right here? I actually transfer half of it into a smaller like capped squeezy thing to keep in my traveling kit, and I keep these in my studio. And you could totally like get these with a friend who's a makeup artist and split them, because there is no way you're going to go through a whole thing unless you use it for your body too, which you can use these on your body, like on your legs, like especially for like celebrities, like with their red carpet, they need like coverage on their body. I have like a range of them in my kit, so instead I got a color that I thought would work on me, because C5 is what I had. I had like C1, C2, C5, something like that. But I wanted to try C6 because it's a little bit darker. I hope it works. I didn't even swatch it. But this is a very like light water-based foundation. It's great because it's not heavy, so you can really build it. And you can let it set and then continue to build it. And it's really, like, it moves really well, and it really just looks like skin. So it's really, really light, and like I said, it doesn't give you that cakey look that you don't want. So I think this is a pretty good match for me. I'm about NC42-ish, so this is C6. So I picked up one of these, and I'm gonna probably like use it for myself and put some more in a smaller bottle for my kit. So let's see. She was talking all about, you know, using various foundations to kind of mimic the skin tone, which we've all known about, like lighter and then darker. She talks about correctors. MAC has these Studio Finish correctors, which I have in my kit, which I already were using, and these things are really amazing for correcting discoloration. If you have like a 5 o'clock shadow on a guy that you're trying to cover up, if you use like the darker oranges, it cancels out that gray and it looks amazing. So she kind of went into color theory a little bit. So these are available at MAC Pro stores, or you can call the 1-800 number or get it online. So one color that I do want to get, it's a really light green, which is called Ash Blonde, which she said would look great as, like, if you have a really fair client who has really light skin, you don't want to go like with white foundation, but if you use that and mix it in, the light green kind of cancels out any red in the skin, and acts as a foundation too, or as a highlight. So that's a really cool tip, so I'm definitely going to pick that up. And you can just pop them in, since they're really convenient because they come in pans, as well as like the regular pot that kind of is like the Studio Finish concealer. But I like the pans because you can throw them in a quad and be done. And I use these for dark circle correcting and different things like that. So let's see. She used Studio Fix. But what I did pick up a bunch of is the Mineralize Skinfinish Naturals. And I use Mineralize Skinfinish Natural on myself. Like, I hit pan. And I really love it on myself. And I've always been kind of wanting to add them to my kit, because a lot of people have them in their kits, because they're not just like a regular powder. It's actually like, the powder has a finish that has more of a skin-like quality, so it's more like of a sheen, kind of like a glow, like natural skin, as opposed to a lot of my regular powder palette. Like, here's my Graftobian one. So that's really great because I have so many colors, but it's very, very matte, and sometimes you want more of a glow to your skin. Skin isn't completely flat and matte. It has that sheen to it. So I picked up a bunch of colors now. I picked up a lot of medium to dark because that is my clientele. I don't really have as many fair clients, occasionally, but most of mine clients are of color. So I picked up some different ones, and I'm going to show them to you real quick. I picked up Medium Plus, which I think is actually, it could be my color in the winter, Medium Plus. 2 Medium Darks. This is my color, Medium Dark. So I'll show it to you really quick. This is my color right here. It looks pretty light right now, but it's not. Like, you can really build it darker. And I got 2, one for my kit, one for me. And I think that if in the winter, I might get that Medium Plus. But apparently I heard the MAC counter the MAC artist saying that medium actually works for even fair skin tones, because you can use this as a setting powder and it's just like a light dusting. So you can use medium if you work with more lighter skin tones, or even if you're lighter. So that's an option. I got medium deep. So that's like for someone who's a little bit more tan than I am. And then I got dark, which is a great one. It's also nice for a bronzer too. But this is dark. And the darkest color is deep dark. So for all my women of color out there, there are options for you too. And like I said, since you know you can use it to set, you don't have to be the exact perfect shade match, but it just like as long as you're in the same kind of family. Or you could, I've actually worn that with a wet brush, and it turns it into more of a high coverage foundation. So that's really cool if you want to build up coverage, or you could use a kabuki. But if you're just trying to set, just use a big fluffy brush. Or like you can get the different powders. A lot of people get the use the different powders and get lighter and darker ones to contour and highlight. So another thing she recommended, which was actually kind of cool, is the Studio Fix powder and C8. And she was saying how this is pretty much like a universal bronzing color, but this one right here would be good for a light to like medium. Maybe even I could pull it off as a contour color, because it's like a bronze color, which is an orange or red. If you don't have access to like MAC Pro powders, which are the sculpting and shaping powders, which I love. I think I have some right here. I had to put some in my kit, but like here's this is a MAC Pro product, which is the sculpting powder, so it's used for contouring. And then you have the shaping powder, which is used for highlighting. And I carry like a bunch of these in my kit. Here are just a few of them, and they I have the rest of them in my traveling kit right now because I use them on a gig. But basically they're really, really great for contouring, and they're not high coverage, like they're not high pigmentation, because that way you don't go too heavy, which can just mess up your whole look. So, and they have kind of like, they're not completely matte, and the colors mimic skin. So that's a really good thing to have in your kit. But if you don't have access to that, you can always use this, which is like the Studio Fix powder again. It kind of reminds me of Shade Stir, the sculpting powder. So after she applied the MAC face and body, she put the concealer and all of that. She set it with the MSF Natural and put a little bronzer. She actually also really likes cream blush to give a natural glow. Like she would actually look at the client before makeup and mimic the actual redness in the cheeks into like a cream blush, so that way it really does look natural. But after all that was said and done, she would add a little bit of a highlight to the face using cream color bases. And I actually have just one. I have Hush, which I actually would sometimes use as a highlight. But she also recommended, which you probably already have because they're really popular ones, she had Luna, which is more of like a pearl. So you could use this like down the center of the nose, highlight the bridge here, a little bit on the forehead. But a good tip she had was don't use it on the cartilage of the nose, just use it on the bridge, because that way you don't look oily. So we have Luna, then we have more of a yellow tone, which is Pearl. And then for darker skin tones, Improper Copper is a really good one. So it's more of a coppery pink color. That will look good on women of color. Everybody has MAC Painterly Paint Pot, but she didn't just use it as a base. She used it as a lid color because it has like a pinkish nude look to it, and it corrected the skin tone. So on the model, she actually used Painterly Paint Pot as an eyeshadow, and then she used I don't remember, she used a light brown just like it to define the crease, and that was it. That was all you needed for the eyeshadow, so that was cool.